Good evening, prayer warriors. Welcome to our prayer walk for Lennon this evening. I won't be able to be with you. I'll actually be at the council meeting, so when you pass the village hall, pray for that meeting. Sometimes it's kind of tension in. I'm not part of the council. I just pray for the meeting as it goes. It's a monthly priority I make on my calendar. So I'm not going to be with you, but I'm grateful that you're going to be here. And from what I understand, there'll be several people here this evening, so hopefully we'll be able to cover the village of Lennon real easy. We're here to pray a simple prayer that Jesus asked us to pray. He asked us to pray to the Lord of the harvest to send laborers, because we don't have a harvest problem, we have a laborer problem. And so he asked that laborers be sent. And so we're just trying to go in our 5-mile radius around our church and pray for every home is one of our goals. We cover Lennon a couple times a year. We're not in a hurry about doing this. We want to be methodical, but we're slowly working at it. And so thank you for participating and help us reach our goal. And it'll be a great celebration when we do that Sunday, won't it? And so anyways, as you're here tonight, we're going to pray for the village of Lennon. There's some maps in the foyer. Please grab a map. There are certain parts highlighted. So when you're grabbing a map, you're saying, I'm going to pray for that highlighted area. I don't know how many are going to be here, how it's going to spread out, but just distribute it among each other. We want to divide up in teams of 2 or 3. We want to go up and down each road, and I mean up and down. I say the same things every time. Just try to keep it simple. I find it too busy to go down the road one way and try to pray for both sides of the road, because I like to move as I'm walking. So if you want to pause, I guess you can do, but what I really recommend is that you walk down one side of the road and pray for that side, turn around and walk down the other side of the road and pray for that side as well. And so that way you can focus on one side. And so when you're praying in groups of 2 or 3, we want each individual in the group to participate or pray out loud. Those of you who may be new, allow the others to go first. If you're really nervous about praying, take a child, take a young kid out and pray with them, and they'll help you along just great. But we want to pray the prayer for God to send laborers. Sometimes I'll see some family equipment or some children's toys and various things, and I'll pray a prayer of protection over the family. Lennon is our village, so we're not just going to ask that they would send laborers. We're going to ask God to let us be the laborers for the harvest that's in these homes. And one of the things we can pray is for God's favor. If you look at the Church of Acts in 2:42, somewhere around there, it said that God, they had favor among people. And so we want to have favor among our village and people around it. And I believe if God does that, it just gives us great opportunity to influence them for Christ. And so I want to encourage you to do that. Now, there may be someone here, or maybe you have enough people, whatever. Maybe somebody says, I'd rather not walk, but I'd like to get in a car. It'd be an awesome idea just to go down Lennon Road towards Durand, and take Durand south, and then take a left on Lytle, and cover Durand and Lytle Road. Now, when you're driving, you'll have to either drive really slow with your hazards on, or stop periodically with your blinker on. Don't do anything unsafe. But again, 2 people in a car, and each take turns just praying for the homes. You may want to go up the road and back down the road, pray for each side at a time. I've never done it. I've done it on my motorcycle a little bit, which is a little different, but that'd be something someone can do if they can. If somebody feels like walking, they can go down Lennon Road to Byron Road to Lytle Road, sort of make the country loop. I know our cafe owner was really wanted to make sure we prayed for her house last time, so we can cover it that way if you do that. She owns a horse farm over there on Lytle. But anyways, thank you for praying. Get a map, find somewhere to pray. Pray out loud. I know you may seem repetitive or whatever. We're just doing what God asked us to do, to pray to the Lord of the harvest. So we're being obedient to Him. And I use things in people's yards just sort of encourage me on different things to pray about as I'm walking down their viewing their home. And so anyways, have fun, enjoy yourselves, and notice I'm sitting in front of the cross because our purpose is to bring people to the cross. Our mission is to make disciples, that's you, who make more disciples. That's the people not yet that we're trying to pray that God will give us influence and favor for them so we might be the laborers in their homes. Thank you so much for praying.